Hello, how are you? Well, this video will expand on defining relative clauses. I found some examples from the book, from the pages you are supposed to do, and from the text we read last week. The text on Leo DiCaprio said he grew up in the area of Los Angeles, close to the glamorous film studios, and this, the the part in red, is the relative clause, that is a mini sentence to add information and specify which uh, noun we're referring to, in this case, which studio. And there are three more examples. The lesson that is after the break, and the lesson without that I enjoy the most is music. I could say the lesson that I enjoy the most is music, but it's not necessary and you can omit it. So let's see what you can use instead of that. In this case, it's a studio, so you need to use which or that. The same happens here, right? You can use which or that. On the page you're doing in the book, you will work on which relative pronoun to use, who, when, which, etc. What I want to explain here is why here I could the difference between these two sentences and this, where I can omit that. In this case, the sentence is referring to the film studio. There isn't another person that would make him a star or any other subject. So you cannot omit the relative pronoun. In this case, the lesson is again the subject. There isn't anything else that could be the subject of the sentence. So I cannot omit this, that. But in this case, the lesson that the subject of this clause is I, because I am the one who enjoys the lesson. So when the relative clause has a subject of its own, you can omit that. Okay, in the case of which or who. Well, let's discuss any doubts you may have later.